Today we introduce you Braid to Leader Knot SC Knot. This knot was originally devised by a Japanese fishing charter captain and now widely known as easier and stronger than FG knot. Let's get started. First, fold the main line in half. Make sure the folded section overlaps by about 30 centimetres, approximately 1 foot. This can be shorter once you get used to, but I recommend to keep it long to be able to tighten the knot later. Next, pinch about 3 centimetres, 1 inch below the folded section. Then, overlap it with the leader line and hold both lines together. Then, wrap the braid line and leader around each other 20 to 30 times. Generally, for braid lines thicker than size 4, about 20 wraps are recommended, and for thinner lines, 25 to 30 wraps are ideal. Since we are using a size 1.5 braid line, we will wrap it 25 times. Please keep it as even as possible so that the knot will be tightened evenly. Now, pick up the loop of the braid line and the end of the leader line. Then put the leader line through to the loop and slowly tighten the knot by pulling the leader line and the main line in opposite way. At this point, instead of tightening the knot all at once, do it slowly to ensure the shape doesn't get distorted. Also, be careful not to tighten it completely. Once it's tightened to some extent, pull the leader and the main line in opposite directions at an angle to further tighten the knot. At this point, wet the knot area thoroughly with water or inside your mouth, and then continue tightening it slowly. If you don't wet the knot, the friction heat generated during tightening can wear down the braided line, weakening the knot. When fully tightening the knot, using tools like a line knotter is recommended as it allows you to safely and securely tighten the knot without cutting your hands. For the final tightening, bite down on the leader line with your teeth to maintain a right angle with the main line, then pull both ends of the main line. This method ensures a cleaner, more secure knot. Tighten until the knot becomes darker in colour and hard. Once the knot is tightly secured, cut the excess leader line, leaving about 5 millimeters. Then, to prevent the knot from slipping and coming undone, use an electric lighter to melt the cut end, forming a small knob. Be careful not to bring the flame too close to the knot itself to avoid burning it. It's okay if there is a small space between the melted knob and the knot. This space can be filled by performing the necessary number of half hitches. Slowly unravel the 2 strands of the main line. Braid line tends to tangle easily, so be careful to avoid tangling as you unravel it. Then, as previously explained, fill the space between the melted knob and the knot with half hitches. When making half hitches, be careful not to overlap the tightened knot or any previously made half hitches. Also, make sure to include the leader's space in the half hitches as you tighten them. To prevent wear from friction, try to avoid rubbing the lines against each other as much as possible. Depending on the remaining space, typically 2 to 3 half hitches, as shown in the video, should be sufficient to fill the gap. And the final step, do the end knot. The technique resembles a half hitch, but instead of wrapping once, you wrap the line around the main line 3 times and then tighten it. This creates an end knot similar to the FG knot. For the FG knot, after forming the burn bump, the method involves making 6 to 10 half hitches to strengthen the main line, preventing the burn bump from cutting due to friction. I tried this method with the SC knot as well, but found that the half hitches would actually cause the line to cut due to friction, which compromised the strength. Therefore, I decided to omit this step. Now this is the end of SC knot. Next, let's check how strong the SC knot is. The main line we are using this time is size 1.5. First, let's measure the strength of the line itself. Now let's use this 11.3 kilograms as 100% of the line strength. I'll check the strength 5 times to get average again. The knot is cut at the end, not like this. The second round, I tied knots at random, different parts of the line to make the results more accurate. Again, the line is cut at the same place. Okay, let's keep doing. The average strength is about 91% of the line. How did you like this? To be honest, the first two knot strength checks were lower than the others because the knots had half hitches before the end knot, which I realized can reduce its strength. The average knot strength of the remaining 3 tests is about 10.66 kilograms, which is about 95% of the line's average strength. I'm sorry that I couldn't test further without half hitches because all the main line was used up after the 5th test. This is a pretty reliable knot, isn't it? I'm not saying this is better than the FG knot, but if you find the FG knot a bit too difficult, why not try and practice this SC knot instead? Well, that's it. I hope you enjoyed watching this. If you liked this video, it would be great if you could like and subscribe to our channel. Thank you for watching.